Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Tonight's event is being broadcast on YouTube, on the internet, all over the world, thanks to Kuwahara Sensei, in a historic first. So I'd like to take this time to say hi to my peeps in Des Moines, Iowa. Over the course of 2 nights, you're hearing no less than 18 speakers in kind of a Dharma talk smackdown. Kuwahara Sensei, who's winning? That's right. There are no winners or losers. In Jodo Shinshu, everybody's a winner. Tonight, I would like to talk about an important question I think we all get asked. People come to the temple and they invariably ask, what do Buddhists believe? And I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, you tell me what Buddhists believe, and then I'll listen and I'll decide for myself whether or not I will choose to believe. But it's not like that. It's more about understanding truth, seeing truth in our life, and accepting it. You know, recently I often fly down to Los Angeles for a ministers' meeting, and so one time I was taking the airplane, and I got on the plane, and I got in my usual seat, and I'm sitting in the aisle, and this guy comes up, and he sits in the seat in front of me, and he's wearing a suit. He looks like a businessman. And before we take off, his seat is going back and forth, He's like clicking it back and forth, and I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Has he never ridden in a plane before? Playing with the seat, you know? And so then the announcement comes on and says, please raise your seat back, or we're about to take off. And so the seat goes back up. And so then we take off, and as soon as we take off, the seat goes back, right? And I'm thinking, why do I always sit behind these guys who want to keep their seats back, right? I'm feeling kind of sorry for myself. And the whole flight, the seat stays back, right? And I'm kind of like, nervous guy, you know? It's like, you know, why do I have to sit here? And I'm a little bit angry. It's like, he's very inconsiderate. But I'm a Buddhist minister, you know, so I'm trying to be patient. I like, you know, I'm trying not to think about it. But you know, I'm annoyed, you know, a little bit angry. And so then, like the whole flight, for an hour, I'm like, I'm trying to read, you know, not think about it, but I'm like, I look at that seat. And so finally we get close to Burbank, and the announcement comes on, please raise your seat back and trade tables, right? And so then he raises it back up, and then he folds it down again. And sure enough, the flight attendants come walking up, and she says, sir, would you please raise your seat? And he said, oh, I think it's broken. And so she kneels down, and she checks the lever, and she goes, that's okay, leave it down. And I'm like, and I felt, you know, kind of stupid. It's like, and a little bit ashamed of myself, right? Because like the whole trip, I'm like, and I was so sure that he was just such an inconsiderate guy. But when I saw what the truth was, all my anger just immediately disappeared. All of my hostility, all of my resentment, gone. So this is what I think is seeing the truth like this. We don't try to force ourselves to believe. We don't choose to believe. We are forced to believe. We see the truth, and we have no choice but to accept it. So this is what I think is seeing the truth. And Shinran Shonin calls this eshin, turning of the mind. where suddenly we're seeing life in a new way. Life we thought we knew, that we were so sure we understood. And through this eshin, I think, helps us in what we call in Buddhism, higan, to cross over to the other shore. We're crossing over from this shore of samsara, of suffering, to the other shore of Jodo, the Pure Land. The Buddha taught the truth about life, but he said, don't take my word for it. He said, verify it for yourself. See it in your own life. See it and understand it, and then you will know. Seeing really is believing.